Thank you. I'm very excited to welcome you to our first award ceremony in our newly renovated theater. And I think from years past, it's just going to feel cooler, and the experience is going to be much better. So welcome to the newly renovated theater. So like I said, we're gathered here tonight to highlight and celebrate the individual achievements and accomplishments of the students who are behind me on stage. It's been an incredible year for our students on so many different levels. Many of them were celebrated not only locally, but at the state level and national level as well. Their accomplishments were recognized by National Merit, Section 1 in New York State Athletics, Con Edison, Regeneron, College Board, NISMA, and countless other organizations. They were celebrated for their work in and out of the classrooms, both at school and on the road. I want to thank Stacy Ferrante and Margarita Nordstrom of the Guidance Department for their organization and planning of tonight's event. A lot of wrapping that went into it for all the gifts. Thank you to our custodial staff and members of our theater tech program in the back for their assistance in making this night possible. Finally, thank you to all the parents who are sitting out there this evening, and to all the other family members who made it here as well. None of the students would have been able to make it through up to this point without you. Thank you for the hours upon hours of support that enabled them to achieve so much. You had to be a therapist, you had to be a coach, you had to be a parent, you had to be a friend, you had to wear a lot of hats to get them where they are on the stage tonight. So this award ceremony is as much for you as it is for them. And just in case they don't say it, I'll say it for all of them. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you to your siblings, aunts, uncles, and any other person that you picked up as a family member along the way. So we're very excited for the ceremony tonight. We also have one new award that we're offering this year. It's Michele Delamonico Scholarship Award. And I would like to just take a moment to remember our dear friend Michele Delamonico, who passed away a little less than a year ago. Thank you. I'm now going to turn it over to our first award of the night, the Jamie Testa Onward and Upward Scholarship, which will be presented by Mr. Matt Jacob. Matt, welcome.
Hello, my name is Matt Jacob, and I'm here to present this year's Jamie Testa Onward and Upward Scholarship Award. I met Jamie and his lovely wife Valerie when we both moved to town in 2010. His wonderful children, Maddie and Lily, are my kids' ages, and we lived around the corner from each other. We quickly became very close friends, and I learned how incredibly giving and caring Jamie was. To give you an idea of how caring Jamie was, he spent his time in the armed forces defending our great country. He volunteered down at the World Trade Center site, and he gave up a promising advertising career to work with inner city school children as a guidance counselor. I've had the honor to attend this event every year since Jamie had passed, where this award is given to impressive individuals that have not only used their time in high school to help others, but to show us that they intend to take the giving and helping attitude out into the world. I believe that this year's recipient, Aniela Papo, is just as deserving. Aniela has been part of the Student Leadership Board, and she served on the Principals Advisory Committee. She spent time during her summers as a counselor and a role model at Bible study camp, and is a dedicated senior companion at the Bristol Adult Home. And last summer, our recipient worked with children at Maria Ferrari Hospital, assisting in their musical therapy program. Therefore, it is my pleasure to present this year's Jamie Testa Onward and Upward Scholarship Award to Aniela Papo.
James Osterley. I represent the board of directors of the Armonk Lions Club. We're pleased to award a very deserved service scholarship to Evia Mascaro on the occasion of her graduation from Barn Hills High School. And in addition to her academic achievements, Evia has demonstrated outstanding active community service during her tenure at high school. Evia has been a peer leader at Barn Hills and has been a member of students supporting our troops serving overseas. At the Hillside Church, she has served as a mentor to young children during summer vacation recesses. Evia embodies the community service mission of the Armonk Lions Club. Evia, please come forward. Pleased to award a well-deserved service scholarship to Spencer Weinhoff also. On the occasion of his graduation from Barn Hills High School, and in addition to his academic achievements, which have been really extraordinary, Spencer embodies the community service mission of the Armonk Lions Club. For the past 2 years, he's been a junior volunteer firefighter at the Armonk Independent Fire Department, and has completed the 140-hour New York State firefighter certification, which qualifies him to go on active calls and participate in interior firefighting. The experience at the firehouse has introduced him to a culture of service and responsibility. Spencer, please come forward.
Benevolent Association Scholarship is presented to a senior who has shown academic excellence and a commitment to the North Castle community. The recipient of this award exemplifies leadership through her involvement at St. Patrick's Church, to the student athletic leadership team, and most notably as the 2-year captain of the girls' varsity basketball team. This student athlete is consistent, influential, and formidable. She has achieved the highest rank within the Girl Scouts of America, the prestigious Gold Award, in which her actions have made a sustainable impact to the community and beyond. On behalf of the Police Benevolent Association, I am honored to award this year's scholarship to Maggie Walsh. Will present the next award.
I represent the Armonk Chamber of Commerce, and the Armonk Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Business Award is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated impressive business acumen, responsibility, and dedication either as an employee of a local business establishment or as an entrepreneur. I'd like to give this award to Gregory Skriloff.
The John A. Lombardi Scholarship is presented to the talented senior who has served as a volunteer for the Teen Life program at St. Patrick's Church and at Coleman Hill, serving as a big sister. She has also volunteered at White Plains Hospital and volunteered tirelessly with the Pleasantville Youth Ambulance Corps for the past 2 years. Outside of our community, she has participated in blood pressure screening and a mental health counseling initiative in Nigeria, as well as a volunteer immersion trip with a Costa Rican family. When she is not engaged in charitable services, this student is raising money for the less fortunate. As a runner-up in the prestigious Stuart A. Weitzman Design Competition, she was given $2,000 to donate to a charity of her choosing. She chose the Malala Education Fund. Her academic achievement and passion for service to others makes her an outstanding choice for the John A. Lombardi Scholarship. This year's winner is Samantha Ifobu. Our next award will be presented by Byram Hills Assistant Principal, Mrs. Kristen Salter.
The first recipient of the New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Award is a young woman of great promise. She has a big heart, an ever-present smile, and has been equally devoted to success in school and service in the community. In addition to being an exemplary student who has challenged herself and excelled in rigorous courses, she's an insightful individual who has a love for the written word and is a dedicated staff member and social media manager of our newspaper, The Oracle. She's a peer tutor who generously helps struggling students. She also has been a dynamic volunteer at Neighbors Length, where she mentors children, tutors adults in English, and has created an innovative child care program. This year's recipient has given richly from her generous heart, and it is my pleasure to offer the New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Award to Samantha Crevelin. The second recipient of the New York State Comptroller's Student Achievement Award is a young man who is held in the highest esteem by his teachers and peers. He is a person of deep moral character, solid self-awareness. He's compassionate and someone who leads by example. Our recipient is an exemplary student. He consistently sets the highest standards for himself and has taken exceptionally demanding courses. He embraces academic challenges with precision, skill, and excellence. Our recipient is a natural leader in various clubs and organizations. He has been a peer tutor in the high school, a tutor and mentor at the Mount Kisco Child Care Center. He is one of the editors of our school newspaper and is a dedicated varsity athlete in baseball. This year's recipient is an outstanding student, a person of great character, and someone who is dedicated to the betterment of others. It is my pleasure to offer the second New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Award to David McDaniel.
Each year, the Counseling Department presents college and university book awards to distinguished juniors. Tonight, the department will grant awards to students who have earned exceptionally high grade point averages, demonstrated leadership skills, and dedicated time to their local, school, and global community. I will now present the first book award. The Wellesley College Book Award is presented to a junior who is a student known for her determined outlook, academic achievement, and natural leadership. Through our Global Scholars Program, her leadership skills have been put to good use. Leading a presentation on climate change in two area sophomores at Iona College, and running a global goals course for our HCC students are evidence of her natural talent. She has supplemented her academic success at Byram Hills by completing a business course at Cornell University. When she is not engaged academically, this student has given her time to Neighbors Link, tutoring, the Byram Hills Green Team, Youth Against Cancer, Great Activities Board, tennis, debate, and volunteer immersion work in Costa Rica. Always committed to tackling the next challenge, the recipient of the Wellesley College Book Award is Izzy Levy. The recipient of the Mount Holyoke College Book Award is a percussionist, tennis player, and member of the Student Athletic Leadership Team. She has been acknowledged for her creative writing talents with a 2019 Gold Key from the Scholastic Arts and Writing Competition. She performs neuroscience research, volunteers at a Center for Children with Down Syndrome, and is the president of Glamour Gals, which provides companionship for seniors in assisted living facilities. For all these reasons and many more, it is with pleasure that the Mount Holyoke College Book Award is presented to Allison Stillman. The Princeton University Book Award is bestowed upon a junior who is passionate for sustainability within the local, global community and here at Byron Hills, is fierce, intelligent, and a competitive captain of the Row America Greenwich crew team. She works with Guiding Eyes for the Blind and is a member of Youth Against Cancer. This honorable and loyal student is the recipient of the Princeton University Book Award, Ariel Regals. The Brandeis University Book Award. This year's recipient is a gifted self-starter with a bold and genuine sense of purpose. She founded an Instagram community, Blood Sugar Cookies, which has grown to nearly 10,000 followers who benefit from content that builds awareness and supports type 1 diabetes individuals. This student has plans on conducting research on the new T1D treatments at the University of Pennsylvania Medical School this summer. The rare three-sport varsity athlete, this student's "I got this" mentality carries over from the athletic field to the classroom and other worthy pursuits. A NISMA A+ rated pianist, peer tutor, summer camp worker in Canada, and soon to be Chem TA, this student is a natural leader who is planning a STEM career path. Self-reliant and committed to having a positive impact on others. The recipient of the Brandeis University Book Award is Sarah Alani. This year, the University of Pennsylvania Book Award is awarded to a student who is equally comfortable in robotics and computer programming as she is in AP US and AP English, has a knack for tutoring, creating study guides, and helping others become less frustrated with their learning. And she enjoys the math club, Mu Alpha Theta, and has a sharp analytical mind. It is with delight that I award this disciplined and compassionate student the University of Pennsylvania Book Award, Reese Taddeo. Mr. Greg Caruolo will now present the next awards.
The Yale University Book Award is presented to a junior known for her intellectual curiosity and authentic academic engagement. She looks forward to a career in political science, international affairs, or journalism. She is globally conscious and oriented towards social justice. Always the advocate for others, in her Global Scholars class, she is working to increase voter participation and civic engagement in her community. She participates in many extracurricular activities, including our Future Legislators Club, Principals Advisory Board, and 2 seasons of cheerleading. Her serious academic pursuits are well balanced by her sensible, kind, and cheerful nature. Resilient, altruistic, and committed to causes bigger than herself, the winner of the Yale University Book Award is Allison Lehman. The University of Chicago Book Award is presented to a junior known for her incredible work ethic and setting high standards for excellence. Her commitment is best evidenced by consistent gymnastics training, competition, and mentoring 6 days a week for the past 7 years. Her hard work paid off when she captured the all-around gymnastics title at regionals. This could only be accomplished by an old-fashioned work ethic and resilient nature. Her outstanding academic and gymnastic achievement is supplemented by years of commitment to concert band and rec soccer. Perseverant, committed, and possessing a strong sense of responsibility, this student remains open to pursuing many career pathways. Always displaying tenacity and grit, the recipient of the University of Chicago Book Award is Madison Hickey. The Dartmouth College Book Award is presented to a male junior student known for being intellectually curious, well-rounded, and highly likable. Engineering is a possible career pathway for this talented student. He has interned at AMR Engineering in Bedford and the University of North Carolina, Charlotte for building design. He is a highly dedicated science research student who serves on the Fab 5, the organizational committee for the annual Authentic Science Research Symposium. He also participates on SALT and is a member of the varsity baseball team. His coach tells me that on the baseball field, his versatility defies a typical fielding position. He is the super Swiss Army knife who can field almost any position on the baseball diamond. And in yesterday's playoff win over Lords, he also hit his first varsity home run. An unofficial tutor for many of his friends, this student is always there to assist others while displaying a humble disposition. Highly intelligent, considerate, and trustworthy, the winner of the Dartmouth College Book Award is Spencer Carter. The second recipient of the Dartmouth College Book Award is a dedicated scholar whose determination is matched by the depth of her compassion and concern for others. She excels at the highest academic levels while always being guided by genuine interest and achievable goals. In addition to her outstanding academic accomplishments, she has been a driving force on the student athlete leadership team, the track team, the field hockey team, and in her role as a volunteer coach, she inspires young athletes to be their best on and off the field. Our recipient is a leader and co-founder of the Glamour Girls Club, an organization that works to end elder isolation in our community through personal and meaningful interaction with local seniors. She is a member of Nu Alpha Theta, the UNICEF Club, Students Serving Soldiers, and dedicates many hours to serve as a patient support volunteer at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. It is a pleasure to offer the second Dartmouth College Book Award to Ella Manners. The Cornell University Book Award is presented to a junior who is known for her outstanding talent and achievement across many academic and athletic pursuits. She is the rare athlete who has played 3 varsity sports since 9th grade and has been selected all section in both lacrosse and soccer. In addition, she has participated in the Under Armour All-American Tournament representing New York State. This student sets a standard for excellence that can inspire others. Representing Byron Hills High School Model UN, her position paper on World War I was selected first out of 300 participants. She is the editor-in-chief of the Oracle, serves on SALT, the Athletic Advisory Council, and Habitat for Humanity. She also volunteers at numerous worthy charities providing support to the less fortunate, the elderly, and those with special needs. Possessing boundless energy, intelligence, committed, and generous with her time, the recipient of the Cornell University Book Award is Callie Hopp. Our next book award will be presented by Byron Hills School Counselor, Mrs. Erin Brown.
The American Association of University of Women Award recipient is an outstanding young woman who brings her love of learning and intellectual curiosity to both her academic and extracurricular involvements. She is a dedicated student athlete who diligently puts time in beyond practice to research, hone, and perfect her skills. She is a valued member of the varsity volleyball and softball teams, as well as a member of the student athletic leadership team. Her commitment to her school and local community is admirable. She is a role model for her teammates and classmates alike and works hard to make others feel comfortable and included. She was selected to represent our school at both the Harvard Model Congress and the 7th Annual League of Women Voters of Westchester Running and Winning Workshop, aimed at empowering young women to engage in community service and seek elected office. Generous with her time and talents, the recipient of this year's American Association of University Women Outstanding Student Award is Sophia G. Martino. This year we are presenting the Harvard University Book Awards to 2 recipients. The first, a young man who has shown great interest and aptitude in the areas of math, science, and technology, embracing all opportunities available to him through our Byram Hills curriculum, and additionally engaging in further enrichment coursework outside of school as well. He has generously shared his passion with other young people in our greater community through volunteer work with both the Cottage School and Neighbors Link, where he has ambitiously developed a science enrichment program to benefit the students there. A member of the Byram Hills Student Leadership Board, president of the Cottage School Club, member of Mu Alpha Theta, the math team, and varsity tennis. It is my pleasure to present the Harvard University Book Award to Samuel Abert. The second Harvard University Book Award is presented to an exceptionally talented young woman who demonstrates outstanding devotion to academic achievement and scholarly study. First and foremost, she embraces intellectual challenges as a craft person of the mind, with insightful precision, curiosity, and a passion to translate almost everything she learns into practical ways to help people live better and more fulfilling lives. 2 examples include designing a device through the Enable Club to assist persons with cerebral palsy to improve basic life tasks, and conducting bird field research at the Westmoreland Sanctuary and T-Town Environmental Science Academy in Ossining. In addition to exceptional academic achievement and research, this year's recipient is an outstanding musician on 2 instruments and member of Tri-M Music Honor Society, a gifted writer, a member of Mu Alpha Theta, and a devoted member of Habitat for Humanity. It is an honor to present the Harvard University Book Award to Elena Lowe. The Tulane University Book Award is presented to an intelligent, enthusiastic, and free-thinking student who excels in multiple areas. He is a top student who challenges himself in mathematics, science, social studies, technology, and the arts. He is a member of Autism Speaks, the Business Club, Mu Alpha Theta, and the JV tennis team. Never afraid to get his hands dirty, he volunteered his time this year with Habitat for Humanity to help build a home for a needy family. Since 8th grade, he has consistently dedicated hours of his time as a soccer referee for the Westchester Youth Soccer League, where he models the best qualities of sportsmanship for young peers. He is also a young man who enjoys hard work and has consistently held a part-time job. I am happy to present the Tulane University Book Award to Andrew Miller. The next set of awards will be presented by Mr. Gary McCarthy.
The
George Washington University Book Award is presented to a student who has earned the deep respect of his teachers and peers. This year's recipient is a student known for being a highly respected, good-natured, and a natural leader. In the field of science research, his authored work has appeared in the Journal of Bioelectric Medicine. His research targeted, can I say this word, neuroimmunomodulation for rheumatoid arthritis, I did well as an overview of the cholinergic anti-inflammatory pathway. Do I get an award for that? When he is not playing varsity soccer or basketball, he is giving his time generously to learning, links tutoring, Neighbors Link, soccer, backyard sports, the chess club, SALT, Project W, corporate internships, pre-college programs, and AAU basketball. Ever the smiling optimist, this student blazes his own trail with a passionate and team-first mentality, always committed to learning and integrity. The recipient of the George Washington University Book Award is Benjamin Hammond. The Clarkson University Achievement Award is presented to a bright, determined, resilient young woman. This year's recipient of the Achievement Award is remarkable in her ability to participate in so many activities and to do them all exceptionally well. She is an outstanding student, a talented writer and contributor to our literary magazine, Campus. By marshaling her organizational and artistic talent, she has become a driving force in the success of our school yearbook. She is the public relations manager for the Glamour Girls Club, a participant in the UNICEF Club, a community volunteer in multiple organizations, a math tutor, an artist, camp counselor, and all while holding down a part-time job as a transcriptionist in a law firm. I am happy to present the Clarkson University Achievement Award to Isabel Nelson. The recipient of the Clarkson University Leadership Award is a person of deep character and compassion who leads not by words, but by being his best in all his endeavors and leading by example. He is a three-sport athlete and a leader on the field, a talented musician and leader in the Byron Hills Orchestra. He is a member of the Student Leadership Board and the Students Acting with Integrity Committee. He has volunteered time to rebuild homes lost in Hurricane Harvey and also works with Habitat for Humanity. In addition to his school and community involvement, he is also a dedicated student who sets high goals for himself and passionately and relentlessly pursues them. He is greatly admired by his friends and teachers, and it is no surprise that he was selected to mentor our incoming 9th grade students in the fall. It is a pleasure for me to present the Clarkson University Leadership Award to Nick Pica. The University of Virginia Jefferson Book Award is presented to an outstanding student who is known for his modesty, kindness, intellectual curiosity, and most of all, his willingness to support his classmates in reaching their own goals. He is a dedicated science researcher. He devotes hours of time to co-edit the Oracle and the school yearbook. He is a talented musician and trumpet player in our Wind Symphony. He also has been a volunteer teaching assistant for younger peers at his synagogue. Last summer, he was invited to participate in a program sponsored by Columbia University that trains teens how to advocate for social justice in their local communities and around the world. In addition to all his endeavors, he is a member of the varsity tennis team where his pursuit of excellence in sport and his support of his teammates has earned him the highest respect. It is my pleasure to present the University of Virginia Jefferson Book Award to Seth Morrison. This year's Smith College Book Award is presented to a dynamic young woman who has made positive contributions to her school and community. In addition to being an exceptional student, she is a talented science researcher in school and also participates in the Columbia University Science Honors Program, where she takes high-level research-related courses. She gives back to her school and community as a peer tutor and a member of the Glamour Girls outreach team at the Bristol Assisted Living Facility. Her positive spirit and desire to help others is evident by her dedication to numerous community fundraisers that help our most vulnerable citizens. She has supported special needs children as a mentor and coach. She has also contributed time to help ease the burden of homelessness through organizations like Emergency Shelter Partnership and Midnight Runs. Always her own person, she is a dynamic role model, a compassionate friend, and a daily dose of optimism that eases the burdens of everyone she encounters. It is my distinct pleasure to present the Smith College Book Award to Mary Mayers. I would now like to introduce my colleague, Mr. Dwayne Smith.
Good evening. On behalf of the English department, I want to present 4 different seniors with awards this evening. Our first award is for the American Association of University Women, and it's for excellence in writing. This Excellence in Writing Award is given to a recipient who possesses universally accepted standards of excellence in creative as well as formal writing. It's an award for writers of superior articles, essays, short stories, poetry, personal essays, or plays. As a contributing writer and editor-in-chief for the Oracle, the high school's online newspaper, this student demonstrated her commitment to the written word. Her teachers praised her for being meticulous about her craft, always striving for perfection, and committed to the creation of a strong final product. This year's recipient of the American Association of University of Women Award for Excellence in Writing is Haley Siegel. We also have 2 senior English awards. And these awards are given to 2 recipients whose exemplary performance and passion for the study of literature underscores a deep appreciation of the written word. Our first award goes to a student who has been described as an exceptionally disciplined, process-oriented writer who works tirelessly to produce work that meets her high personal standards. Never content with writing that is merely satisfactory, always striving for improvement, her work ethic and stellar writing skills will serve her well in college and beyond. Our first senior award goes to Emma Lucchino, and I know Emma is at the Scholastic Achievement Dinner tonight and could not be with us, but I'd like to at least give her thanks here. Our second Senior English Award is recognizing a student whose intellectual fortitude happens to be one of her greatest assets. She challenges assumptions, rejects the simplistic, and engages authentically with literature. As a writer, she's confident, persuasive, earnest in her desire to expand her reader's perspective and understanding. I'm pleased to give our second English award to Lindsay Berman. The final award that I'll be presenting is the Ed Walzer Writing Award. And this award was established by the family of Ed Walzer, a graduate of Byron Hills, who went on to have a career as a writer. The family's asked that the English department present the award to dedicated writers in the hope that they will pursue a passion for writing. Something special happens to a writer when inspiration strikes. The eyes widen, the pulse races, and the pen tries mightily to catch up with the effervescent flashes in the brain. When I met with our next award recipient during her junior year to discuss a poem that she had entered into a high school poetry contest, she wore a palpable enthusiasm. Still, nothing surpassed the joy that accompanied her as she spoke about her experience at the Iowa Young Writers Studio. If you just take a look at her journal, you'll see a wonderfully chaotic collection of ruminations and epiphanies, all of these being the seeds of her writing and thinking. It's with great pride that I present this year's Ed Walzer Writing Award to Emma Front. I'm going to ask my colleague Jen Layden from the Social Studies Department to come on up.
Our first award is the Columbia University Book Award, and this is awarded to an outstanding junior with a high degree of interest in social studies. Our winner this year in AP US History developed a passion for politics that came alive. Her questions were insightful and important. She is woke, as they say. She has an incredible ability to handle the demands of her heavy course load and still retain the joy of learning. She's determined to succeed at anything she does and will likely do so due to a pairing of an incredible work ethic and an impressive intellect. The Columbia University Book Award goes to Allie Lehman. Our second award is the Social Sciences Award, and this is given to a senior who has shown exceptional growth in the field of social studies. Our winner has taken AP courses throughout his time at Byram Hills. He's worked extremely hard and has really overcome a lot. He's also won 2 awards at the Harvard Model Congress as well as a scholarship. He is engaged, he loves history. Catches his teachers all the time to talk about politics, and he just loves current events. The Social Science Award goes to Leo Gagliardi. Our third award is the North Castle Historical Society Award. And this is given to a senior who has excelled in American history, European history, and other senior electives. Our winner is described as a great history scholar, taken all 3 advanced placement options, phenomenal student, a genuine leader. In AP US, she was always thoughtful, open-minded, yet inquisitive and eager to learn more and understand more deeply. Gracious with others, humble, yet quietly courageous. The North Castle Historical Society Award goes to Sam Ambrosetti. The History and Social Science Department Award is presented to a senior who is an outstanding and serious history scholar. This student, the Social Studies Department felt was really underrated sometimes as both a student and an athlete. He really works hard in AP European history, and he's an exceptional student in the classroom. The teachers felt that this was a really great individual that we really should highlight. The History and Social Studies Department Award goes to Pietro Perez. Our final award is the Lander Doris Finch Watson Award for Historical Research, and this honors North Castle's late town historians. The winner is to have an interest and passion in historical research in some appropriate form. This student has done in-depth research on Sino-African relations and debt for global scholars. She's very dedicated to this topic. She's written editorials, recorded podcasts that were submitted to contests to advocate for the awareness of this issue that's incredibly important to her. In addition, on her own time, she's learned the Korean language. When we think of this award, this one name emerged immediately. The Lander Doris Finch Watson Award for Historical Research goes to Sarah Fackler.
Since freshman year, this first student has been a high-scoring athlete, leader on the math team, and is now a math team captain extraordinaire. For the past 4 years, he has been a fixed entity in the math office, admired not just by those who have taught him, but the whole department. This, in part, is due to his abilities in mathematics, which allow him to see concepts in a multitude of ways and with a depth of understanding, but also because of what a funny, good-natured person he is. His aptitude allows him to be creative and have fun with the content, and there are few students that exhibit his playfulness with math. I am pleased to present the award for Outstanding Senior to Alan Chang. Unfortunately, Alan couldn't be here tonight, as with Emma, he is also at the Scholastic Achievement Dinner. This next student is one that has been described by more than one teacher as the voice of reason in his math classes. When other students may have forgotten what was learned in the past, this individual is always the first to remind them, or even refocus them with a, guys, come on. He is a leader amongst his peers, not by force, not by arrogance, but because of a quiet confidence that garners the respect of those around him. He constantly pushes himself to try the most difficult problems, but is never too busy to help out a classmate. He is kind, humble, and demonstrates a true passion and ability in mathematics. I am pleased to present the award for Outstanding Junior to Spencer Clark. This next award is given to a senior who has demonstrated exceptional qualities of a computer scientist. This year's recipient came into our AP Computer Science course with almost no background in programming. Throughout the course of the year, he transformed into a leader in the classroom, always being thought of as more like a TA than a student in the course. He has shown a real aptitude and passion for computer science, so much so that he has chosen to study it in the fall at Williams next year. I am pleased to present the Ken Hamilton Award to Daniel Tom. At this point, I would like to invite my colleague, Debbie, to join. Each year, the Mathematics and Science departments jointly choose a student to receive the Rensselaer Award. This medal is awarded by Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute to a junior who has displayed outstanding achievement in math and science, exhibits well-rounded interest and involvement in the community, and demonstrates adherence to rigorous academic standards. Once chosen, the recipient is eligible for a $25,000 scholarship per year at RPI. This year's recipient is one who is helpful, kind, and enthusiastic about learning. She demonstrates the initiative and courage to learn something new. She is an integral member of the Tech Club and even did a TED-style talk to the club about encryption. Please join me in congratulating our medalist for the Rensselaer Award, Anna Vitale.
Our next award is strictly a science award. It's called the Faraday Award, which is given in honor of Michael Faraday, who is thought to be one of the most influential scientists in history. The award is intended to recognize a student with tremendous creativity and ingenuity. Faraday once said, "I have far more confidence in one man who works mentally and bodily at a matter than 6 who merely talk about it." This student is described as diligent and having tremendous grit. He relentlessly researches YouTube videos for ideas. After he finds a video he sees as a potential seed to his idea, he then innovates upon the idea, sometimes working nonstop for 3 to 4 hours at a time. He creates robots that are reliable and easy to work with. This student is knowledgeable about a variety of astronomy topics and is dedicated to sharing his passion for space. He has stepped up to help plan events and has been welcoming to new members of the club. He lends his expertise in 3D printing to create scaled models of celestial objects.
He is a well-respected member of the Astronomy Club, whose enthusiasm about the subject is contagious. The recipient of this award is a top-notch astronomy and robotics student. The winner of the Michael Faraday Award is Lauren Malloy. Our next award is the Byram Hills Excellence in Science Award, presented to a senior. From the moment this young man entered Byram Hills High School, he has done nothing but impress and amaze people. One of his science teachers and his science Olympiad coach, Mr. Horowitz, explains that this student not only enjoys science, he has a deep respect for it. Watching him problem solve and brainstorm is like watching an artist create a masterpiece. The student was a leader in Model UN with his amazing debate skills and a Science Olympiad medal winner. He has been a transformational leader in the Enable Club, which works with students with cerebral palsy to design and implement assistive devices and improve the quality of life for those students. Most notably, this young man has an incredible year of award earnings in science research. He has stood out above the rest. His dogged devotion to his research and his determination to push the boundaries of his field is matched only by his dedication to the science research program. This man takes every opportunity to pay it forward to the high school scientists who follow after him and to acknowledge those who have helped him along the way. The list of awards and accomplishments he has earned this year is remarkable, almost unheard of, all of which will be celebrated at the annual Science Research Symposium in a few weeks. This young man placed 7th in the nation in the prestigious Regeneron Science Talent Search, where he was the recipient of a $70,000 scholarship and the honor of being one of the top scientists in the country. He will be sorely missed next year, but certainly has left his mark on Byram Hills. In recognition of his passion for learning, his curiosity and desire for helping others learn, we give this year's Byram Hills Award for Excellence in Science to Brent Perlman. Next is the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award. This is a prestigious award which goes to a junior who excels in the sciences academically and who exemplifies the quintessential science student. By earning this award, the recipient qualifies as a candidate for the Bausch & Lomb Scholarship at the University of Rochester. This student leads the Enable Club, which designs and builds assistive technologies for disadvantaged students with cerebral palsy. She carries herself in the classroom and lab with a quiet and graceful elegance. She is most inquisitive and adept at picking up the most subtle of scientific nuances. The Enable Club has been rewarded with her excellent leadership as she will take it over and be the new rising president. She not only carries on the spirit of the club to push into multiple areas of assistive devices, but she also spearheaded the club to include more outside institutions. This young lady is quiet, but a powerful leader who knows how to bring abstract ideas into practice. We present the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award to Elena Lowe. Science Department's next and final award is the Byram Hills Award for Potential in Science. This award is dignified by an outstanding junior who demonstrates high achievement in science and increasing depth of understanding, and by a student with the potential for continued growth. Over the past 2 years, this young lady has grown from a shy, giggling girl to a confident young scientist ready to embark on one of her greatest academic adventures this summer. She accepts criticism with good humor and is willing to take risks and push herself out of her comfort zone. She serves as an excellent role model for underclassmen, raising the bar for what they should expect from themselves. She is a hard worker who excels as a result of her great work ethic. She is a classroom community leader who works well with her peers and inspires the class to engage in the learning experience. In recognition of the above-mentioned attributes, we present the Byram Hills Award for Potential in Science to Allison Tillman.
goal goal of the World Language Department is to develop global citizens that are productive in communicating ideas and interacting with people from diverse cultures and multiple languages. This idea is no easy task. It requires time, dedication, and acute attention to detail, but most importantly, an openness to welcome and value perspectives different from one's own. Our first award goes to an Italian student that demonstrates consistent dedication to academic excellence. For the past 4 years of Italian classes, she has been eager to learn more, working diligently inside and outside of the class to embrace risk-taking with respect to her language production. She is humble and, even more importantly, aware of her classmates' needs as they work through the challenges of language acquisition. She approaches her Italian production through different lenses, in that she understands that communication is a web based on valuing different ideas and perspectives. This year's General Excellence in Italian Award goes to Samantha Abruzzese. This year's French recipient has linguistic talent that is demonstrated and maintained by her hard-working attitude day in and day out. She is a devoted student who has demonstrated her enthusiasm and keen interest in perfecting her skills to achieve fluency. She willingly adds to the classroom experience, and her peers benefit from her contributions. Her success in French is based on her deliberate and conscientious application of new content to her productive language. The 2018-2019 Excellence in French Award goes to Emma Lucchino. Congratulations, we know Emma's not here tonight, but the ability to demonstrate command at any level of study in a foreign language is no easy feat. It requires the time and dedication, and for the past 4 years, this student has developed an artful skill of articulation, impeccable accuracy, and a sophisticated speech pattern. Be it something as serious as a piece of literature or something as tedious as a grammar point, he always manages to utilize what he has learned in a real-life situation. It is an honor to award Jonas Schwam with the General Excellence in Spanish Award. The Dual Language Award honors a senior who has demonstrated excellence in 2 upper language classes that are studied concurrently. This year's recipient has worked diligently in honing his skills in both Italian and Spanish. This student possesses all of the qualities a language teacher is looking for. He is intrinsically motivated, he is not afraid of a challenge nor of taking risks, and he immediately applies classroom learning to the outside world. He uses every day as a new opportunity to improve his skills. In Spanish class, he quickly made connections between the 2 languages and jumped levels so he can currently finish AP Italian and AP Spanish this year. Our hope is that he continues to use his skills towards global citizenship. I am proud to honor Luke Gordon with the Congratulations to these seniors on their distinguished work in their 2nd and 3rd language study. My colleague Jonah Piali will present the next award.
The PTSA scholarship is selected by the fine arts teachers at Byron Hills High School. The award is funded by the generous contributions of the Parent, Student, and Teacher Association. The recipient must have demonstrated continued excellence in the arts at Byron Hills and plan to pursue a career in the arts. The recipient of this award has shown both mastery in classical and jazz music study. He is a committed member of the Wind Symphony and Jazz Ensemble. He has been twice honored with membership to the Westchester All-County Jazz Ensemble and the Westchester Area All-State Band on trumpet. Over his 4 years of study and active participation in our programs, he has grown tremendously into a competent musician and jazz artist. Next year, he will continue his trumpet studies in classical and jazz performance at the State University of New York at Purchase. It is with great pride that we present this year's PTSA Scholarship Award to Stefan Dinkel. Please help me welcome my colleague Jane Carlin, who will present the Art Awards.
This year's winner of the Commitment to the Arts Award is a student who has recently completed her AP drawing portfolio. You may have heard that when seniors get accepted to college, they kind of check out, but this was the opposite with this student. She created strong technical pieces for her portfolio, working diligently day and night. I can't remember when a student has spent so much time creating the pieces going on to study at Tulane University, where she will continue to take art classes. We will miss her smile and positive attitude in our program. This year's winner of the Commitment to the Arts Award is Danny Curlin. The winner of this year's Byron Hills Art Award is a student who is very involved in the arts. He has completed sequences in both studio and art and graphic design, and has completed the AP portfolio in both areas. His work was selected for the Katona Museum of Art Jury Young Artist Show this year. It is rare that you find a student who is as motivated as this year's winner. He has attended a 3-week summer pre-college program at the School of Visual Arts, an 11-week spring pre-college course at Parsons School of Design, and a 6-week summer pre-college course at the Rhode Island School of Design. He is Adobe certified in Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. He's a 4-year member of the Student Leadership Board, a member of the Science Olympiad, president of our newly formed National Art Honor Society, and greets us every morning with the morning announcements. This year's winner has the rare ability to combine science and art to investigate and create in his work. He is both creative, technically talented, and intellectual. Just ask any of his classmates what an experience it is to hear him talk during our class critiques of student artwork. His knowledge of art history and science, his technical skills, and the ability to think conceptually combine to create a very inspiring student. We will miss him as he goes on to pursue his career as a concept artist at the Rhode Island School of Design. This year's winner of the Byron Hills Art Award is Drew Frank. Welcome back, Mr. Jonah Pial.
My colleague, Ms. Weiss, is not here tonight, but I will be speaking on her behalf. The John Philip Sousa National Band Award, in recognition of outstanding achievement and interests in instrumental music for singular merit and loyalty and cooperation, outstanding performance and dedication to participation in band work. A very versatile musician, this young man is very passionate about his music. He has been a 4-year member of the Byron Hills High School Wind Symphony, playing the trombone as well as a member of the Byron Hills High School Jazz Ensemble, Symphony Orchestra, and a member of the pit orchestras for the Barley Players, which I've had him for 3 years since he was a freshman, which is pretty exceptional. He is a 2-year member of the Trian Music Honor Society and has been twice honored with acceptance to the New York All-State Band and Orchestra on trombone. Additionally, he has been a member of the Westchester County All-County Band and Orchestra for the past 3 years as principal trombonist, meaning he sits first chair. It gives me great pleasure to present the John Philip Sousa Band Award to Brent Perlman. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, presented to the outstanding senior member of the jazz band. The award is based upon performance, creativity, and dedication to the jazz program. This young man has been a 4-year member of the band's and jazz band program, sharing his classical and jazz talents on trumpet. He has a keen perspective of jazz, which is clearly evident in his improvisation skills. He has added a tremendous amount of richness to our jazz program, and for that we thank him. His musical honors include 2 years of select membership in the Westchester All-County Jazz Ensemble and also the Westchester Area All-State Bands. We wish him well this fall as he pursues a degree at SUNY Purchase, where he will continue his studies in classical and jazz music performance. It gives me great pleasure to present the Louis Armstrong Award to Stefan Dinkel. Each year, the National School Choral Award at Byron Hills is given to 1 or 2 senior choristers for their outstanding contribution to the choral program. A description of the award reads as follows. In recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program and an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct by the general consent of the music faculty, school officials, and others. While it is true that this year's recipients have achieved numerous musical accolades over their years in the choral program, that is NISMA honors, performing successes, select ensembles, Triumph Honor Society, you name it, they've done it. In addition to that, they possess something unique that really earns them this honor. Being in a choir is much like being on a sports team. The group's success is reflected by the sum of each individual's ability and passion. Therefore, everybody's contribution matters and aids to the vitality of the entire group. In order to foster an environment where growth is not only possible but eminent, leaders must possess a much underrated character trait: altruism. Webster's dictionary defines altruism as the unselfish regard for or devotion to the welfare of others. These two students put their peers in front of themselves on countless occasions, whether it was giving up their own time to help others solidify a musical passage, to teach choreography for an upcoming performance, to give up a solo for a fellow classmate's first performance opportunity, or to simply encourage less confident singers to keep trying. The health, success, and well-being of the concert choir would not be what it is today without their selfless, true leadership. I am proud to have been a part of their journey, and I cannot wait to see the profound impact that they will have in their next community. They are both shining examples of the kinds of people our world so desperately needs. It is my great pleasure to present this year's National School Choral Award to Shay Gordon and Isabel Ilan. My colleague, Mr. Lopez, is unable to be here, and I will be presenting on his behalf. On behalf of John Lopez, the Artistic Director of the Varley Players Stage Program, I am honored to present this year's awards for outstanding career contribution to the theater program. This award is given to seniors who exemplify the qualities of leadership and dedication that we strive to develop within our students. Your contribution has helped carry on the legacy of the theater program at Byron Hills. We thank you for all you have given these past 4 years. It is my pleasure to present this year's awards to Hannah Holden, Shay Gordon, Nicole Tizot, and Sydney Depot.
It's my pleasure to fill in for Rob, Mr. Castagna, to give out the Physical Education Awards this evening. So our first awards are for the Southeast Zone. There are 4 students who have received this award, 2 male and 2 female. Our first recipient is a great physical education student who extends himself to everyone in the class. He's a wonderful teammate and is helpful to all. And he probably knows more about cars than anybody else in this building. I'm very happy to present the first award to Jeff Fernandez. Our first female student to win the Southeast Zone Award participates in a multitude of sports, from dance to volleyball to badminton. This student always gives 100% in physical education. She pushes herself out of her comfort zone and inspires other students. Congratulations to Taline Basil. Our second female student to receive the Southeast Zone Award has exhibited from freshman to senior year just a consistent role model in class. She is respectful to students, and she brings out the best in all of the others. She's always giving a positive contribution to class, and she is greatly respected by her physical education teachers. Congratulations, Nina Brown. Next up are our 2 Sportsperson of the Year awards. The male recipient this year is a tall, quiet, unassuming player, but he plays with passion and a lot of force. He takes over games with his athletic ability and intelligence, both on the field and on the basketball court. He is one of the most coachable players to come through Byron Hills. He is a role model to others for being a three-sport athlete: soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. And I am very proud to present the BHHS Sportsperson of the Year for male to Michael Callahan. Our female Sportsperson of the Year takes great pride in taking a leadership role in every sport that she plays. Lucky for us, she has played many in her time here at Byram Hills: soccer, track, tennis, and of course, lacrosse. She has had a fire inside of her for Byram Hills athletics since her freshman year. That fire ignites her passion, and she brings that passion to every sport, every day. I'm very proud to present this to Lindsay Grotto. Next up is the Lynn Rosenthal Memorial Award. This award is given to a leader in the classroom and on the track team. She's always full of positive energy, which is contagious and spreads to her teammates. She was always ready to jump in and help out younger athletes when needed. She has left her mark as a student athlete at Byram Hills. We are very proud to present the Lynn Rosenthal Memorial Award Female Scholar Athlete of the Year to Catherine Lev. The William A. McCoy Jr. Memorial Award is presented to the Male Scholar Athlete of the Year. This year it is given to one of the team captains on the track team. With his leadership and guidance of other athletes, the men's team was able to place second in our league. He is a league champion in the 4x100 meter relay and is a school record holder. He's described as one of the hardest workers on the team and in the classroom. He will be greatly missed next year. The William A. McCoy Jr. Memorial Award for Male Scholar Athlete of the Year is presented to Pietro Perez. We're going to shift gears now to present the Vince Greco Award. It's an honor for me to be able to present this award every year. Once again, Mr. Greco is here in the audience with us tonight. He's sitting over there in the dark, where he always does. He always sits. And he shared a fun fact with me earlier today. This is the 30th consecutive award ceremony that he's attended. That he has never been related to anybody that has received an award. So, as many of you know, Mr. Greco is a World War II veteran, and again, we love to thank him for that. He's also a retired educator, former Byram Hills board member, and a leader in many civic organizations. And we're very proud to present this award in his honor. So it's presented to a graduating senior who has exhibited great resilience and has been a positive contributor to the Byram Hills High School community. Now, the winner of the award this year absolutely personifies grit, hard work, and resilience. And I have yet to encounter his equal in the area of work ethic and tenacity. He is incredibly patient with himself, and he understands that the greatest rewards come from doing the things that are difficult, not the ones that are easy. In spite of all those characteristics, I believe the key to his success lies in his ability to believe in himself, no matter what obstacles he faces. When he first entered high school, some doubted that this student could be as successful as he has been. It was not always easy, and he has faced significant struggles. He has learned what it means to struggle, to sometimes stand out, and I believe this has enabled him to be the warm, kind, understanding young man that he has become. All of the positive qualities that he exhibits in the classroom also translate to his passion for athletics. As a member of our varsity hockey team, he was known by his coaches and teammates as the guy who could always be found doing the right things for the team, even when nobody was looking. This student has restored our faith that school, and life for that matter, still places a premium on hard work, determination, and a positive outlook on life. The Vince Greco Award this year goes to Brian Muck. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to my dear friend and colleague, Ms. Lisa Pellegrino.
I am honored to present the inaugural Michele Delamonico Scholarship Award. To have met Michele even once was to know her for a lifetime. She was often referred to as the glue of the mathematics department, but truly she was the glue of Byram Hills. Whether it was her colleagues, administrators, students, or parents, whether at the high school, at HCC, at Wampus, or at Coleman Hill. You could put Michele anywhere and with anyone, and her resilience, love of learning, service to others, and most importantly, her sense of humor, or as Michele would put it, her ability to get a chuckle out of something, would shine through tough times as well as the good. Because to Michele, they were almost always good. This scholarship is given to a student who personifies these qualities. This year's recipient, like Michele, is hardworking, kind, and always has a smile on his face. Whether in school or on the football field, he is a leader who puts others' needs first. Like Michele, you could put this student in any school setting, and he would have no problem fitting in and getting along with his peers. He not only had Michele as his Algebra 1 teacher freshman year, but he was one of the last 3 students in the upper gym finishing his Algebra 1 Regents exam that year. Michele walked over to him to check on him, noticing he didn't have any work done yet in pen, only pencil, which to the folks at the Regents is a really big deal. Michele waited with him while he went over every one of his answers in pen, busting his chops as only Michele could. When he left, still smiling, Michele must have said at least 5 times how much she not only loved this student, but all of his siblings. Because, like her, they always had a smile on their face, even when times were tough. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Michele Delamonico Scholarship Award, Jack Henry. And now, Ms. Laura Dubak.
The PTSA Caruolo Leadership Award is presented to a senior on the basis of leadership, character, dedication, loyalty, humanity, and interest in education. This year's recipient is a student known for her joyful spirit, positive energy, and humble leadership style. On the athletic field, her accomplishments are highly impressive. She has won many athletic awards, including the Lacrosse Coaches Award and the MVP Award for varsity lacrosse as a 9th grader. Just recently, she scored her 200th career goal, becoming only the 2nd girls lacrosse player in school history to reach that achievement. When she's not playing lacrosse, soccer, or tennis, she is generously giving her time to the Student Leadership Board, the Athletic Advisory Council, and SALT. Outside the classroom, she has volunteered for years at the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. In 11th grade, she traveled to Washington, D.C. for Cystic Fibrosis Teen Advocacy Day, where she advocated to our elected leaders for policies that advance cystic fibrosis research. She is a go-to in her class when someone needs a friend, a smile, or just someone to talk to. She is the quintessential team player who inspires and leads by example, and the BHHS community will miss the student leader when she graduates in June. Always committed to serving others, the recipient of the PTSA Caruolo Leadership Award is Lindsay Grava. And we're joined Mr. Walsh back to present our last award.
The Blatte-Jack Wollenberg Memorial Award is our last award presented this evening. Every year, the school comes together to select a winner for this award. It's considered the highest honor for a graduating senior at Byron Mills. And it's such a special award because the winner is selected by their classmates as well as the faculty and staff. It goes to the senior who has a humanitarian outlook, a willingness to extend themselves for others, and an optimistic approach to life and its challenges. This award does not go to the senior with the highest grades, best extracurriculars, or most friends, although sometimes they do line up. It's intended to recognize the senior who is most respected and trusted, the one who classmates can count on in a time of need or trouble. This senior is the one who is most dedicated to his or her classmates and to Byron Mills High School. And it honors two former educators here at Byron Mills High School who exhibited those same qualities. Blatte was a guidance counselor, and Jack Wollenberg was an English teacher, and both were student favorites while they were here. The winner of the award this year embodies all of the best of what it means to be a student at Byron Mills High School. I was thinking back to the first encounter that I had with this student when he was a 9th grader, and I was still an assistant principal. I don't know if he remembers it, but the first time I met him was for a disciplinary reason. And that's another reason why I'm so happy that he's getting this award, because he's that real. So he and a few of his friends were goofing off in Miss Montalbano's class in biology, so I had to speak to all of them to find out who was the ringleader. And after that initial conversation, I had two thoughts. First is that he was definitely the one pushing the buttons. And two, this kid is a natural leader. Since that time, in my initial meeting, my respect for him has continued to grow. After that initial meeting, I think he also sold me some sort of app that I'm still paying for. I'm at the point now that I love this kid so much that I actually want to be him when I grow up. So we allow all of the students to contribute to the nominations. And just let me run down some of the things that his classmates said about him. He has truly done everything possible to enhance the school's environment and culture. He has led a multitude of clubs, events, and board meetings, positive contributions to the community, always with an entrepreneurial spirit. His perspective of the world has always been his strength. His creative, artistic abilities, coupled with his entrepreneurial instincts and ability to size up a situation and commute effectively, combine to make him a force to behold. All of this comes wrapped in a polite, calm, and very sweet demeanor. He possesses a centered deepness that is at the core of his personality, a calmness that is palpable. He's athletic, creative, and business-minded. He can hold a conversation with anyone he meets. He doesn't overpower you with his thoughts on a subject. Rather, he makes you feel that you have been heard, enjoyed, and considered, qualities that make him an excellent leader. His list of activities is enough to fill the schedules of 10 kids, yet he does it all with a smile on his face. He's been a soccer referee, member of Better Together, Rotary Club of Westchester, Learning Links Club, teleconference speaker, STEAM mentorship program, student business club, student athletic leadership team, film club, Interact Club, Education for All, student leadership board, student advisory committee, acting with integrity committee, and also a mentor. Not only that, but in his free time he plays 3 sports: varsity tennis, swimming, soccer. He is quite simply Mr. Byron Mills. It's my great pleasure to present this year's Blatte-Jack Wollenberg Award to Robbie Wax. So there are a few traditions that go with this award. The PTSA offers a $1,000 scholarship to Robbie, so he gets that this year. He will also have his name placed on the perpetual plaque alongside the other winners, which is at our main entrance. He's also given $100 by the PTSA that he can choose to donate to a charity that he feels connected to. The last tradition that we have is he now gets to give a speech. And to test his leadership, I only told him about this speech at 9 a.m. this morning. So congratulations again, Robbie. I'll just come back to wrap it up when you're done. Congratulations.
exposing me, bro. You know, when Mr. Walsh called me in at 9 this morning, I was a bit nervous as to what he was going to say. But when he said that I was going to be honored tonight with the high Blatte-Jack Wollenberg Award, I was speechless. When he followed that by saying I needed to write a speech, I really was speechless. I want to start by saying some thank yous. First and foremost, my family. My mom, dad, Al, and Phoebe were all in the audience today. Thank you for putting up with my jokes 24/7, pushing me to always do my best work, for your support and unwavering confidence in who I am and what I'm capable of. You guys really kept me going when I didn't think I could. You showed me the values of hard work and perseverance. Thank you. To Mr. Walsh, the administration, and the faculty and staff, thank you for nominating me for this prestigious award, and thank you for making Byram Hills a home away from home for each and every one of us. Thank you for making it a place where we all feel safe to take risks, to explore, and to learn and grow at our own pace. To my teachers throughout the years, I never expected to learn so much about life in a math class or so much about myself in a history class. The invaluable lessons I've been taught will stick with me forever. To my coaches, thank you for making me the man I am today, teaching me to fight and never give up. Thank you for helping me overcome any problems, barriers, and obstacles that I have happened to come across. To my classmates and friends, who I'm lucky enough to call family at this point, you guys made the memories, you made this ride unforgettable, and for that I'm forever grateful. To the PTSA, thank you for this incredible honor, and thank you for the very generous donation to charity of my choice. I'm excited to say that the donation will be going to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, an organization that I hold very closely to my heart. Lastly, to anyone here this evening who still has time left at Byram Hills, the juniors sitting behind me, cherish it while you can, because it really goes by in the blink of an eye. Make every moment unforgettable, and I have no regrets leaving. Laugh a little and cry a little, because there is nothing as special as high school at the Hills. Thank you very much.
So again, thank you everybody for coming out tonight and to celebrate the award ceremony.